Mickey talks. Mickey talks. Yeah. Mickey rolls by the minute, thinking in and out of the box. Mickey talks. Mickey talks. Mickey talks. Oh yeah. So let's get into it. Don't you want to do it? Listen every day, 'cause he got something to say. Funny little chatterbox. Mickey talks.
Is my name. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man.
I'm gonna be very laid back today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm trying my hardest to become more zen in life.
Okay.
Like, I always heard guys say, "Man, you got to get out there and grind it, and you got to fight every battle." And I'm learning something. I've also heard dudes go, "Hey, man, sometimes you just got to be okay with what you can't change."
You're right, man. Look,
And I don't mean this I mean it about everything. I like some things I'm like, and I want to hear you, but I just want to be clear is that, like, for instance, you and I try so hard to like get sponsors and do all this stuff. And sometimes you're like, you get so mad because you're like, God, we're doing a great show. And, this guy said he was going to do it. And now he's not. And then this guy comes along and we're like, thank you. And now I'm just like getting to a point where I'm like, I'm just going to keep working the same and just appreciate the good. Stop getting so mad at the bad.
No, you're right, man. You got to realize at some point in your life that life is just a series of misfortunes that happen over and over. And the minute you think you're going to have it all together and there aren't going to be any more misfortunes along the road,
a bigger misfortune comes along.
Yeah, that's never going to happen, right?
Right. So
you might as well just try to smile and enjoy the good stuff, like you said.
Man, yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I wrote a little note on my personal page. I don't know, like the Rumble people may not have seen it and stuff, just on Facebook, but it was sincere yesterday. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see it.
It was just a thank you from Mickey Talks for everybody that's watched and for supporting us. I mean, what are we on, show what?
163.
Remember when we were giggling about show 50?
I know, man. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think
people who comment
100%, man. And but what I'm saying is, like, I've realized even in people, in jobs, in whatever it is, you get aggravated. It's the human nature, man, because you have expectations. I'm learning not to lower. I'm not going to try to do less. I'm expecting less in return with people, like with business, with generosity, with whatever it is. That's like, here's what I'm going to give you, right? I'm going to do this for you. Whatever you give me back, I'll appreciate. And if it's not enough compared to what I'm giving you, no hard feelings. I'm not even going to be mean to you. I'm just going to stop giving as much, because then I don't feel like I'm being, like we do this show, for instance, and it's like, man, we're at it every day, blah, 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 blah. And then you talk to sponsors and then they're like, well, I want this too. And I want that. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I mean, I appreciate what you're asking of me and I'm trying to do everything I can, but I think I'm good. I'm going to give you what I'm giving you. And if that's not of value to you, I understand if you got to walk away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough to get to that place.
It's hurtful to get to that place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But and I'm not saying we have problems with anybody. It's just like I'm trying to figure out a way that when you're really trying to build something and you're struggling and you're just holding on, it's like a lot of times I'm starting to realize that anger is what actually is not allowing you to go, because you're missing other things. A lot of times you'll say, not you, but anybody would say, oh yeah, but that person's got my back. And you go, yeah, you're right. I don't have to worry about them. They're the ones you should give the most attention to.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that stuff. You know what I mean? It's like the guy that will say to you, dude, whatever you need, man, I'm there. And you're like, okay, well, I'm doing this right now. You see what's happening. Let me know. I'm letting you know I need help. All right, bro, I'll be there if you need me. Well, I did need you and you didn't show up. So I don't know what to say anymore. So that's the part, man.
I know what you're saying. Don't you wish we would have figured this out when we were in our 20s?
I don't think you can, Matt. And I'm going to tell you why.
I feel like some 20-year-olds do figure it out.
I think
people in their
do,
20s and 30s.
Some do.
Some of the old souls.
Yes.
You know?
You're right. I'll tell you what, my son Mikey, his whole philosophy in life is, I'm with a woman that I love. I will do anything I can for her. I mean, I don't know if it was on this show or somewhere. He said, she has a place for every moment of my life, in every moment of my life. I've never heard a man say that before.
Yeah.
And to hear a 21-year-old kid say it, especially that's your son.
He's an old soul.
Yeah, man.
And he's a very smart kid, man.
Beyond years, bro.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Wise kid for his age.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I think that Carlin is too. But Carlin and Cassie as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's they are wise. That's a great word for my kids.
Yeah.
You know, smart they are, but they're not like book smart kids. They're not brainiacs. You know, they're not going to be doctor. My daughter could be, but the boys, they're good men. Though, you know what I mean?
I think they're smart. I think
they're smart.
Yeah.
Like I'm smart.
I think that,
I'm like, but I'm not scholarly.
Right.
I'm smart on the streets. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm a corner, I'm a street corner philosopher.
Yeah.
As I'll talk crude. The thoughts are all there. I just may not articulate them properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and I think I'm just realizing, like you're saying, dude, you just want to be around people that want to be around you. That's what took me so long to realize. I could like somebody a lot and think they're really cool, but I'm learning, hey, guess what, man? If you don't want to be around me, that sucks and it hurts, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's on them. That's it's not on you.
Right.
Unfortunately, took me a long time to figure stuff out like that. And unfortunately for us in the professions that we've been in throughout life, there's a wide circle of people. You know a lot of people, but they're not necessarily and you're friendly with a lot of people, but they're not necessarily people you're able to hold close.
Well, you know, you ever hear a guy say, dude, you're not my friend, you're family. When you first hear something like that, you're like, what a douchey thing to say. The older I got, the more I realized what he meant. Because I have friends that the way I love them and feel about them is no different than my family. I would die for them. I would give them my last anything. I would venture into abyss with them if they needed me. They're family.
Sure.
And I think and I think when you say friends, it's this is what I've learned. You have friends that you know are family, but then you have friends that are just really cool to be around.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, life hadn't put you two together in such a tight knit way. But when you do get to go through the spider web of life,
it's
and you
fun.
cross paths,
yeah,
it's fun.
It's a good time.
And you know, I've heard people say to me almost as an insult, like, "Oh yeah, I know you've met a million people," and I go, "Yeah." And when I see them, they say, "What's up?" A lot of you walk through life and nobody says shit to you. Everywhere I go, somebody usually goes, "Hey, Mickey."
You're like Bon Jovi, man.
I know.
You've seen a million faces.
Yeah.
And you've rocked them all.
I've tried. But dude, and so have you though, Matt. This isn't just about me, dude. It's you know, when you live a life like we did, and it's a very micro celebrity life. But you're exposed.
And it's small to more, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, you're still talking about hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Million, really, a little millions.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it, I just think that we're so lucky, to have the life that we've had. And you get frustrated when you realize, man, it's so easy for us to do, and people like us doing it. And then you're like, why doesn't it just work like that? And that's the hard part, man. That's the part where you go, man, that's the part I have to figure out. I got the charm part down. This is for both of us. We got the charm part down. You know, we're decent enough looking fellas that people will look at us. We're funny. We're smart enough, and we're passionate, and people like us, and we're lucky there. And then we go, okay, but now we got to figure out how to make money doing it. And that's the part that makes you sometimes all those other characteristics that benefit you can hurt you, because people mistake your charm for weakness. They think you just care about talking on the radio or the show here and being cool, and that's the end of it for us. No, man, like this shit is hard sometimes.
It is, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's the business of it,
Yeah.
you know, behind it all.
Yeah.
Do
you like
and the struggle of it? I do, because I'm passionate. But like, if you're talking about this,
yeah,
if I'm passionate about something,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, sometimes the business part is equally as fun as the fun
it
part.
can be. You're
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
If it's clicking and
Right.
jiving.
Yeah. If you're hitting your goals.
Like I thought about that yesterday. I was going to write a longer post, and then I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But I was going to talk about our dynamic and how grateful I am that, like, you know, the stuff I'm not good at, like setting the show up and remembering the links and writing the news and all. I'm like, that's not, I'm not good at that. And you're amazing at it. And then the stuff, I'm not saying you're not good, but not as comfortable with making a cold sales call and, you know, walking in blind.
For sure.
And I get it. Our personalities are different.
And you've got great connections with great people. As well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful. Matt, this is a very long-winded way for me to say that I realized yesterday that I'm really lucky to be with you. And I hope we figure this out so that we can both benefit from it the way we both want and need to.
I feel the same way. Likewise, man. And I think, you know, that's just a small portion of the things you mentioned of how we are a yin and yang in this situation.
Oh my God.
So
dude.
I'm very grateful, man. Very grateful, and grateful to everybody that listens and to our sponsors who have jumped on board so far. I mean, we've been really lucky in this very short period of time.
It's
unreal. This is the long game. Yeah. Doing what we're doing right now is the long game.
Same thing with the club here. Like if I could just keep it going, I know it's going to take time. I know it's a grind.
Yeah.
And you're like, just make enough to just not lose too much, you know, like that kind of stuff.
And everybody says, man, if there wasn't that struggle, would you really appreciate the success of it all?
I got to be honest with you. I had the financial success of all of it.
Yeah.
Never meant a thing to me. You know what I realized about myself?
What's that?
The prize for me was being right. Like, I know if I do this, this will work. If I tell these jokes, or I do these kind of shows, or I do a club like this, or a show like this, like the money, if somebody backed up tomorrow and said, here, dude, here's all the money, I would go, awesome. Right. And then I'd make it work with the money. But what I want, what I love is I made it work. We made it work. Here comes the money.
Yeah, for sure.
That part right before you actually get the check.
That's satisfying.
It's seeing the check being handed to you. That's way better than having the money. Having it's awesome.
It's confirmation that it works.
It's just, yeah, man. It's that.
Yeah.
That's how right there. The check is how me and you feed ourselves and our loved ones and give to our friends. That's what the money does. The thing that pays our soul is that moment where you go, we did it, dude.
You're right. It's that, and just knowing that you're making a difference in people's lives, that they're enjoying it, or they think it's funny, or they think it's interesting, or whatever it is. That's a component of it for me too.
Do you find yourself like, if you, by the way, happy Black Friday, everybody. I hope you're not wasting your day throwing all your money away.
We're half price today, by the way.
And if you are sitting there and you're, what's it called? What do they call that kind of cyber shopping?
Yeah.
Do the split screen thing. Keep us on, dude. In fact, you can mute us, but just keep us on. But no, getting back to it, like when passion and ideas mesh, that's where I think people reach those levels that are like otherworldly. I'm talking about internally for yourself. You know, I mean, we just got to make it work, Matt. We got to figure it out, dude.
We do. We're in it. We're in it for the right reasons, I think.
Yeah.
And we got the support of a lot of good people.
It's unreal.
Yeah, I think we just got to trudge through, man.
Yeah. Well, dude, let's get started. We are here at Hammer Jokes. I am performing live tonight along with a guy named Bam, a guy named Walt, and a guy named Karan. Yeah, and guess what? Not even Muslim.
Really?
Really.
What kind of name is Karan?
So he's Indian.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's got the funniest joke, but I'm not going to tell it. I'll tell it off. I don't want to ruin his joke, obviously. But he's got a great joke.
Got to come here tonight to check it out.
Yes, we are here at Hammer Jokes. Tickets still available. You can go to HammerJokesComedy.com, or you can get tickets at the door tonight and tomorrow night. We will all be here. Bam Jacobs, Walt Ostrowski, Karan, myself. It's going to be amazing. Hope you guys make it. Let's get started. Here it is. That's the facts. Matt, what do we got?
So alien talk, there's been a lot of it on the show recently. There's also been a lot of talk about 3i Atlas, which is that comet / possibly an alien ship, according to some people, that has been coming through our solar system. It's only the third interstellar object that we know of to come through our solar system. So it came from another star system. But now there's a 3i Atlas expert who has put a $1,000 wager down.
Really?
With Avi Loeb. He's the Harvard scientist.
Yep.
He's accepted Skeptic magazine publisher Dr. Michael Shermer's wager that aliens won't visit us by 2030, and even speculated that the arrival of 3i Atlas could offer possible proof. They chronicled the bet in a blog post on Medium.
I'm confused. So I know the Harvard guy said there's a 40% chance.
Yes.
So what is the actual bet that we won't even see anything or any proof until 2030?
Yeah. So here's how the winner will be decided.
All right.
Shermer, who is the expert on 3i Atlas,
right? He
decreed that by December 31st, 2030, at least two of the following institutions: NASA, the National Science Foundation, and the American Astronomical Society would need to confirm the discovery of extraterrestrial intelligence per the mag.
So one of them would have to say, yes, it's true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the winning toss.
Yes.
Them saying yes.
So,
got it.
So Avi Loeb put $1,000 down on that, saying that I guess he's pretty confident. Of course, I don't know what $1,000 means to him.
You had to know. You have to a Harvard professor,
right?
The head of the astrophysicist department.
Yeah.
Let me think what that means to him. Everything. Those dudes.
You don't think he's getting paid?
No, he does. But I mean, if every intellectual that's ever been well paid is usually so tight with their money, dude.
Well, they'd
really
be smart
are.
To be, but I think a lot of those guys are extremely well paid.
Yes, and where they make
at
most
Harvard.
of their money, honestly, is on the speaking lecture circuit.
Right.
Dude, they get paid outrageous. I'm talking six figures.
And he's an author.
Night.
Right.
And he's an author.
Probably doing a book tour, speaking, and
dude,
he's probably making good money.
You know, think about this. In the state of Maryland, do you not think there are 400 people? That's all I'm saying. That would pay $500 to go hear him give a lecture.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? So think about that. That's just 400 people times, what'd I say? 500. So 4,000 times 500. What is that?
400 times 500.
Yeah. 400 times 500. What's that? $20,000?
$20,000.
Right?
Yeah.
For one night, one talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you do that in every state, it's $1 million.
Sure.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. So this could be defined, they're saying, by UAPs, UFOs, or any other interstellar objects that are determined to be ETI technological in nature, or any alien biological life form found here on Earth. So ship lands, we get a little green man.
You know, I don't know who to root for.
Little gray man.
I don't know who I'm rooting for this bet.
Well, I mean, if we believe the documentary we just watched, they're here.
They're here.
They're already here.
Let me ask you this, though. Could it be possible, Matt, that there are companies out there that are doing side projects away from the government. In other words, they have government programs, but on the side of that, they had like the Bat Cave.
Like
where
something they haven't even told the government anybody about.
Correct.
Maybe, but aren't they eventually going to probably sell that to our government anyway?
Or the highest bidder.
Or the highest bid. You're right about that. I mean, what country are they going to sell it to? You
So-
hope it's us.
So then you have to ask yourself, do we have the right, if we find out that's true, to just go in, take the technology away from them, and do that? We've been paying them to be our defense contractors. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying this is true. I just, I think about stuff like this,
Well,
trying to figure it all out.
Well, if you look at that documentary, we're talking about the age of disclosure, which
Yeah.
is something everybody should watch, especially if you're into the alien thing.
Rest you're going to wait
But
3 or 4 months. till you
Everybody
watch it
should
for
watch
free,
it.
But it was incredible.
Yeah.
And
So-
it's weird that they released it that way. That kept a lot of people from seeing it. A $20 rental, you
Yeah,
have to
yeah, you're
kind
right.
of be in the rabbit hole to pay $20. Like if they came out with a documentary tomorrow and it was the life and times of every jazz musician, I'd go, man, I want to see that, but I ain't renting it for $20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wonder what the reasoning was behind that.
Well,
I don't
think-
know. I wonder if
think,
it's some kind of
the
deal with.
the reasoning is because it would never do well in the theaters. So the filmmakers, they go to Paramount and they say, look, we know this is a moneymaker for a documentary. Documentaries never make money. They go, we know this is one. Paramount goes, all right. And he goes, so we want $10 million for it. And Paramount goes, not a chance. Right. And then they go, I'll tell you what, we'll take $2 million, but give us 3 months of renting it at $20.
Okay,
so
good
our
point.
crazy people will come in, buy it because they can't wait. So we get the can't wait money. Then we'll take your $2 million or whatever it is and release it to the whole network.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. I mean,
but if you believe that documentary,
yeah.
That's kind of what's been going on.
Yeah.
I mean, our government has a crash retrieval project where they go out and receive these crashed craft and possibly biological entities, and they take it back to these defense contractors.
Yeah.
They hang on to it, try to reverse engineer it. Meanwhile, the government changes hands. There's new people that come and go. They still have the stuff.
And here's the thing
that eventually becomes their stuff after a while. They're like, yeah.
Here's the weird thing. And I'm learning more and more. So we always think, yeah, but the president's done every 4 years. You know who's not? The brass.
Yeah.
The generals.
The military.
The admirals.
Yeah.
The special ops guys that they're not even on the real payroll anymore,
Mhm.
but they're payroll people, right? That just sit over everything. Now, let's say that it is alien. I'm glad these corporations or whoever it is that far into it, right? Because I don't think our government would handle it. I think bureaucracy would kill us on it. Those guys, and you go, yeah, but they're making billions. You know what? Because they're evil. And sometimes you need evil to protect yourself. It sounds horrible, right? And, if somebody comes in your house and you cut their head off, which is evil, you cut somebody's head off, you're 100% right. And I'm not saying that they're not robbing us blind and things like that, of course. But at the end of the day, if they put Harrison Ford in a ship and saves us from an attacking enemy, I'll forgive them.
Yeah, but this information belongs to humanity, man.
Agreed.
We need to know.
Yes.
And they are immune to any type of Freedom of Information Act. Those companies, I'm saying, the corporations. So your initial question was, should we be able to go in and just say, tell us what you know? My answer, I think, is yes.
Me too.
With something like this,
Because
there should be some kind of regulation.
How many times do they say, I'm sorry, we can't talk about that. It's a matter of national security. You're going to tell me an alien's not national security? And don't tell me that our government, if they can tell us, they can't tell us because of national security, then guess what? They can come to us and go, no, national security. Tell me right now.
Yeah.
And people go, that's terrible. Yeah, you know what else is terrible? Alien invasion.
Well, here's something else though. You don't have to give us the secrets. tell us about these new species that you know of.
Yeah, where are they
Educate
from?
us.
Yeah.
Where are they from? How did they get here?
Well, you know why I think they don't do it? I'm really been thinking about this a lot. I think they keep us wondering because it allows two things: cover and wide open. So if there's people out there that goes, oh, there's definitely things here in our own government, these companies or whoever, the government is free to go, all right, fly saucer 313, we're going to test this now. 500,000 people go, oh my God, did you see that? They video it, everything. We have F-16s chase it. It blows it away. It hides, gone, forgotten. The government goes, we don't know. It's just unidentified.
Yeah.
So it's all of that. But I will tell you this.
So don't tell us what it can do, but maybe you show us the ship or tell us where it came from. Or,
here's my thing.
Right?
Here's my thing. If they have the power to do it, what they're doing now that we see with our own eyes, if they have that sort of energy, that changed mankind, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine if they figured out how to make nuclear energy controllable. And what is that? Fission?
Yeah.
Fission's the cold.
Fusion.
No, that's what we use now, right? Fusion. I thought fission was when you do it under cool circumstances. And that's the holy grail, apparently. How to split an atom under cooled conditions. Because I think that's what causes an atom to split is heat. Like that causes heat.
Well, I keep going back to the documentary, but it's because they talked about all this stuff and how they think these little tic-tac crafts are able to do the maneuvers they're able to do that we can't do here on Earth. And they were talking about that bubble technology where it literally warps time and space. So, I mean, there may be something out there that we don't even understand about the universe and how to manipulate time and space to be able to travel great distances without crazy G-forces.
Well,
and you know.
So, dude, this is like, I watched this other thing. It wasn't in that documentary, and I was shocked it never even came up. Bob Lazar was talking, and he's not in that documentary, in another thing.
Yeah.
And he said, I've always had a theory about how you could travel at the speed of light and actually not have any effect on the body. And he said, you literally are in a magnetized cylinder. So everything is pulled and pushed equally upon you at all times. And the material that built this magnet or whatever could withstand the pressure of the G-forces that would occur at that speed. And I was like, okay, I don't know exactly what he said, but in my dumb head, I went, all right, so you're in a tube, so you don't feel any of the pressure that's being caused by you moving through it. The magnetic field removes that and sucks it up. So whatever inside the magnet never absorbs it.
I mean,
I have no idea what I just said.
No, but the theory sounds wild,
Did it
though.
sound like you understood
I mean,
what I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got people thinking about this kind of stuff.
But look who the guy thinking about it.
No, but I'm saying who understand it and how to and possibly how to maybe put it together.
Said, like,
or knows what it would take.
And I may have listen. I am no scholar. I am not educated in this, and I'm trying to remember something verbatim. So if I misquote it, I apologize. But I think because he said that magnetic thing to do that was the thing needed. So basically, he was saying we don't know how to do that, or we haven't figured out because it had to be a vacuum as well.
Yeah.
So then it's like, can oxygen survive in a vacuum? You'd have to vacuum your own breathing system. The carbon monoxide would all have to get cycled. It was like this crazy sort of thing. But who knows? Maybe they found that. Maybe they figured something out.
You know, if we reverse engineered this technology, these craft that are able to travel through the universe, these great distances, it would drastically change the entire world.
Was there anyone in that documentary where you went, bullshit, dude?
Not really, man.
That's the scary part.
Not really. I mean, the two scientists that were in there were highly credible. And then, of course, everybody else, these weren't just dummies off the street, man. These guys were high-ranking military officials. There were people who have their reputations on the line as politicians. Our Secretary of State.
Dude, that's the part that got me. Now, listen, he's a politician,
Of course.
Rubio, and I think he's loyal to Trump and loyal to the Republican Party. So I'm going to put, before I say another word, I just want to make that clear. And that's not insulting him. That's just, I do think this, and people will disagree with me. I think under major pressure, like life-changing pressure, he would make the right decision. I think in his
Rubio, you talking about? Yeah.
In his core, I think he's a decent man. I've said that. I believed him when he said, it's out there. I've seen it. It keeps me up at night. And it is a serious problem. That's I forget the rank of order. I think he's the third in line.
He's the fourth.
Is it
right?
the fourth? I thought it went president, vice. Oh, is it
Speaker of the House?
No,
President pro tempore of the Senate, right?
I thought the secretary
is after the House.
No, it might have been that's what Alexander Haig thought, and he got screwed. Yeah, he might be sixth or something.
I think he's fifth. But
is he fifth?
I
But
think
anyway, he's right there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the highest ranking government official to ever make that kind of statement. And ask yourself this, and people out there, I know sometimes I sound a little goofy, Matt, but let's get real. Think about all the things that are happening at once. I really think this is it. I think this is disclosure. I did think yesterday, and then I talked myself out of it. This is the welcome ship coming.
Well, I mean,
I think it is,
we've been getting mainstream information about all this stuff for about 8 or 9 years. So starting in 2017, and it started with the Tic Tac video that was leaked from the Navy pilots.
Yeah,
and then the couple congressional hearings and things.
Right.
But I think this is really 9 years later. This is really the beginning of the floodgates starting to open.
I think you're right, and I think I think we're really in for something, and I don't mean bad.
Yeah,
I think right now what's happening in the world is trying to straighten out between good and bad.
Yeah,
before they get here.
I'm checking the order.
Yeah, I thought he was like third or fourth, but I don't know. But he's Secretary of State, right?
Yeah. So for president, because it goes obviously vice president, Speaker of the House,
I thought
President pro temp. I think of the let me see here. Yeah, vice president, Speaker of the House of Representatives, President pro tempore of the Senate, and then Secretary of State.
So he's fourth.
He's fourth
not
in line.
Third. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know about the president of the Senate.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, I mean, what do you honestly think? Like when you lay your head down at night and you really go, okay, Matt, I'll tell you mine first.
All right.
I'm going to give you a real weird.
Oh, you want to go first? Okay, go ahead.
You want me to, or you want to go first?
I was just going to say, you're hearing all these people say it to you, but there's still a part of my brain that goes, nah, this alien stuff is nuts. And then you got people out there saying that, oh, well, this is a distraction. This is the government giving you this weird thing. But you know what? This isn't coming from one overseeing part of the government. This is all different types of whistleblowers from all different walks of life in the government and surrounding it. I honestly think it's happening. I think it's here. I mean, yeah, I think you'd be naive to know how giant our universe is and to think that we're the only living things.
You know what I think happened, Matt?
In our universe.
No, we're so similar. I really think 100 and some years ago, when we turned electricity on, they heard it. It got their attention. Took them a while to get here. maybe to even find us. And when you think about how big the universe is,
Yeah.
and they're here now. I've really been thinking about the biblical connection to it, which made me think about what does that mean, right? So if people could understand this just for 1 second, I want to remove God, the word God, from the whole part I'm going to talk about, the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and just talk about it as a philosophy, not religious, philosophy. So the story of a people, the way people thought. I think there is some validity between angels, the way we envision angels coming from the sky and being able to talk to us in any language wherever we were on earth, and evil doing the same. I also do think perhaps maybe some have taken human form philosophically, meaning they learned from these warnings and stories how to manipulate, what to do. So perhaps there is a return.
That's an interesting take. So
Yeah.
they knew our philosophy,
Yeah.
and they were able to capitalize on that by taking human form and
Correct.
kind of fitting into the story.
Well, no. Not the actual aliens in human form. The thought process in human form of the bad alien, which was that they instilled in us, hey, listen, this person's a good person, so you can take advantage of them. They're going to trust you. How stupid are they? Right? That's evil shit.
Yeah.
And I think that philosophically, that has taken human form. And so when you start thinking about it at a grand level, like God, you go, all right, what's God? I just really think it all comes down to this. Call it anything you want to call it. It's love and hate. Pick a side. What is the end result for both sides? That's all you have to look at. What does the one side want the end to be? What does the other side want the end to be? One is everybody goes to heaven. One is everybody goes to hell. I'm saying it clearly right now. If both of them aliens show up, I'm picking the one that says heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that means I get slaughtered by the ones that say hell, so be it. I'm not joining it.
Well, look, here's where I am with that, because
that's what I think.
I agree with that. You want to go with the good guy, the benevolent
Of course.
forces in the universe, right?
Yep.
But let's say that did explain religion here on Earth, right?
Right.
They saw aliens,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
thought there were angels and
Yeah.
God and whatever it is.
Yeah.
And now we know in this age that they're aliens from another star system, and they come and visit us.
Yeah.
That still leaves all the same questions that we have,
Like what?
about where the universe came from.
That's the
and
point.
what
Why
happens
it
to
is
us
even
when we
more
die.
That's even more religious. I think they have the answer. I think they look at us and go, listen, this is what's going on all throughout here. And all throughout here kind of has this same shit. And it's developed from not knowing.
God, I mean, so think about, not only technologically would their stuff change our world, but then you're right. If they had that knowledge,
Yeah.
the origin of the universe,
Yeah.
and what happens to your consciousness when you die.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you want to hear my comedic take on it?
Sure.
All right. I think they've known about us since the beginning. And I think they plotted a bunch of us around Earth, right? I don't think it was just two people and whatever. I think they plotted and we all look different, and they did that for a reason, which we don't know yet. And they said, here's what we're going to do. We got to leave them alone. We can't bring them around us until they can be around each other, right? Because they're going to look different than us.
So we got to figure it out before they
not only figure it out, we got to start breeding together. Right? So not to be funny, but can you imagine? I'm dead serious about this. Dead serious. The first Black human that saw the first Asian human.
Okay.
And they stared each other down. Do you think either one thought that's exactly what I am?
They probably thought it was an alien.
They thought it was a monster.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine when these aliens show up and they look like monsters because they're so different and they're smarter than us. And we're going, what is happening? We've been the smartest thing we knew the whole time. What are we going to do? So then they're going to come to us, I think, and they're going to go, hey, look, we left you alone until you could figure out how to start fucking, how to do. Now the whole world's basically everywhere. We're one universal planet. Now they'll come explain everything to us. We'll all start getting along. Maybe heaven is Earth, and it's a great place if we stop fucking it up and digging it apart and going to war. And we just get to start fucking aliens now. And we'll be like the first alien fuckers of all time.
Now think about this. I think about this all the time.
You got to admit that thought's pretty out there, dude.
So you get the chance to sit down with an alien.
Right.
In my head, I'm going, this would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
be able to
so
have an alien on
though.
our show and we could
Yes.
interview the alien.
Oh my God.
But think about how would you be freaked out to encounter, as you said earlier, people thought other people were monsters.
Yeah. Well,
Wouldn't it freak you out to sit across from a creature?
Yes. Of course, and he knows
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
He knows that. Imagine this. The first chimpanzee, maybe, perhaps, that knows enough to actually talk to a person. Get enough words. Water, tired, food. You hear the words. They are hearing you year after year, day after day. They start to barely talk. And you're like, okay, don't you think even that chimp knows that dude's way smarter than I am? But I'm slowly trusting it. And I think the way you interview an alien is to literally say to them, if at any moment I am boring you, please let me know that if what I'm asking is insignificant. Like, I would have to trust him. And then if I'd asked something and I thought, no, that ain't insignificant, I would say kindly, I think most humans would like the answer to that question because it is something we all ponder on.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically going to be apes compared to these people.
I don't even think we're that advanced compared to them.
You know what I mean?
Well, in other ways, we will be, though. Emotionally, we could be.
I don't know how we see. We wouldn't even be able to communicate with them because don't they say they all kind of communicate mentally?
Well, it's telepathically.
Right. Do they have vocal cords?
No, I think there may be a way that even our brain can do the same thing that theirs are going to do, and they're going to teach us how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do it to us.
We need to figure out a way to mic it for the podcast is all I'm saying.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Well, you know what we would do? We would run them through a text-to-voice translator.
There's got to be an app for that.
Yeah, of course there is, man.
All right, you want to see something beautiful from our universe here, man?
Why would I not?
This is
that real?
Yes, it's a cosmic butterfly.
Oh my God!
A telescope in Chile has captured a stunning new picture of a grand and graceful cosmic butterfly. This is the glowing wings that appear to be bursting in the image of a nebula that goes by the monikers Butterfly Nebula, Bug Nebula, or Caldwell 69. Its official name, though, is NGC 6302. It was snapped from a mountain in central Chile, and it is about 2,500 to 3,800 light years away. This is the heart of a white dwarf star that cast aside its outer layers of gas a long, long time ago.
So that's basically very near the end of a star.
Yeah, nebula is either the birthplace of stars or the death of a star. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Gases that are out in the universe.
What when you look at that's what I mean. Like, we're now seeing this stuff.
Yeah.
What if this stuff is all part of the maps all over the universe that we learn new maps?
Yeah.
Think about it, like the first explorers of Earth.
Can you imagine how big that map is, man?
Well, I think it becomes something that you just, I don't think, maybe no one, or maybe there is a way that you just go to any part of it at any second.
Yeah.
You know, it could be unreal, dude. What if we find out we are a computer?
Yeah, there are people that think we're in a simulation.
Yeah, like what if we are and they tell us? What do we do?
I don't know.
What if it's the Truman Show, but for 8 billion people? Like they just been watching all of us this whole time and laughing their asses off. Somewhere in the universe, we're the Truman Show,
Right.
and everybody's been watching.
We're in some kind of goofy reality TV show for aliens.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that's the truth and the curtain opens and somebody goes, who wants to talk? I'm going, me, motherfucker. I got shit to say.
Basically, we're Beavis and Butthead for the
my
aliens,
God, dude.
man. So there's a new study of the human brain that shows that adulthood doesn't kick in until age 32.
I don't know if I actually can argue that.
I definitely won't argue that. I don't think I matured. I don't think I'm mature.
I'm not mature. I know I'm not mature.
Here's what this study says.
If I was
out of
mature, I
Cambridge.
wouldn't do what I do.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't
We
know.
wouldn't do this. Mature people would not do this.
You think?
What kind of mature human being would wake up every day and go like this? I don't have any money, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
I don't know, man. Philosophers have lived for millennia, and that's kind of like what some comedy. There's different kinds of comedians and podcasters and things. Right?
I get it, dude.
Yeah.
No, what I mean though is, I think maturity is accepting things to make things better, and you and I refuse to accept certain
all right.
things. Does that make sense?
I'm not going to disagree with that.
That's it. Not immature, like you're silly, you're a dork. I don't mean that.
University of Cambridge says these phases affect how we think and process information. They show that the first epoch begins at birth, the second kicks in at age 9 and lasts until 32. And the adult phase from 32 to 66 shows brain architecture stabilizing. And then, they say that the fourth epoch from 66 to 83 shows the brain still getting reorganized, with people becoming more reliant on individual regions for cognition at 83 and beyond.
I don't know what that means, other than it sounds exactly like how my brain has worked my whole life. And now that I'm getting older, I used to be able to, at a speed that people could not believe, be able to go anywhere and just instantly be that. I have a little slower build up now. I have to get into the moment and then I'm off.
Yeah.
But like it used to be bang and I was off. And now it's just like, you could say Egypt. I go, boom, I'm gone.
Right.
Right. And it's fine. But I think some of it's stress too. I've been reading about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's stress. So that's why, remember I said earlier, I'm just trying to be like Zen. Like I'm just.
Yeah, that's the way to go, man. That's the way to live life, for sure.
Even the hardest things right now in my life, I'm trying to just focus on the good about them. Not ignoring the bad, I'm just not giving it any energy. And it's interesting how it's working for me.
Well, it's the old saying, like, if you can control it, then do something about it. And if you can't control it, you gotta let go of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you excited about a Steve Martin short comedy tour?
Always, dude. I'm going to tell you something, honestly.
Yeah.
The greatest comedians that have ever lived. I'm saying that as a
listen. I'm not disagreeing with you.
guy that talks to people.
It's dubbed the best of Steve Martin and Martin Short. The trek consists of 13 dates as of now. Each stop will have the comedians accompanied by bluegrass group Jeff Babco and the Steep Canyon Rangers. So I guess you're going to get a little banjo from Steve Martin.
Hell yeah.
He'll be in DAR Constitution Hall around us March 13th and Hershey on March 14th.
Man, do I go for the DC show because I'm not sure if we get a Baltimore show?
Hershey's not a bad drive either. I'd almost rather drive to Hershey than DC.
Nah, I don't mind driving to DC.
No,
I like DC actually.
I love DC.
Yeah,
I just don't like the drive.
It's not you straight down 295 to 50, dude. It's not that bad.
I mean, within DC.
Yeah, but you get right
or
in
that traffic.
You can go down 50 and forget that street and go through the tunnel. And when you come out, DAR is right over there. Yeah.
Hey, so Publishers Clearinghouse winners say they are no longer receiving payments. They went bankrupt last April.
So they just stopped paying them?
Yeah. Since then, several winners of annual lifetime payout prizes have reported that those checks have stopped coming. In 2012, John Willie of White City, Oregon, won a prize that was supposed to pay him $260,000 a year for life. And that ain't happening right now.
Is the company still, is it solvent? Like,
I don't know. This guy's saying he's facing losing his home that he purchased. He's having trouble finding a job. He said things are looking
He's
really
gonna have
bleak.
nowhere to turn to if the company bankrupts. It's not like somebody owns anything.
No. I mean, that's
you
why
could
they
sue
always
the
say
owner personally, though.
that's why they always say for the lottery for a couple reasons.
Yeah.
But take the cash payout because who knows what's going to happen in 20 years.
Always, dude.
Right? Yeah.
What's that? One in the hand's worth two in the bush. Is that it?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Oh, yeah.
I never understood that, but is that like one bird in your hand? What is one in your hand?
That means,
what is the bush and what's in the bush?
That means like you may not get those two that are in the bush. You got one in your hand, but you may not get the two that are in the bush.
So go for what you have.
Yeah. Be happy that you got
one in
the one in the hand, right?
It's the two in the bush part that always threw me. I got the whole concept hearing it.
Yeah.
But I was like, what are they actually? Why the bush?
Because they're not in your hand.
But what
could
is
be
the
anything.
bush?
Could be anything.
Right. So
could
it was
be
just
a
a dumb word that didn't mean anything.
Could be the two birds on the table. Right.
That would be the bush. It was a generic term for the stuff.
The bird in your hand is better than having two up in the tree or on the table or over there where they're not in your hand.
Birds.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Remember?
Yeah.
In the beginning, I said, I don't know what it is. One in the hand is better than two in the bush. What is the thing? I didn't know it was birds.
Yeah, a bird in your hand.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking about Zen this whole show almost.
You just went kind of Zen there.
Well, here's some happiness. Happiness expert from Harvard has shared 10 things we can do to be happier today.
Let me listen to this intently.
All right.
Ahead.
Arthur,
can I comment as you go?
Of course.
Go ahead.
Arthur Brooks, he's a social scientist. He teaches an online Harvard course about managing happiness. Just so you know who he is, he's got books out on it.
All right. You got the list?
This is his top 10 tried and true ways to boost happiness. Number 1, keep your mind and body active.
I understand that completely, and I agree.
Absolutely. Number 2, be nice to others.
I totally agree with that.
For sure. Number 3, spend your money on loved ones.
Totally agree on that.
Number 4, check on your health status.
I need to do that more.
Me too. Yeah, I it's got to be bad for me to go to the
too.
doctor.
I go when I got symptoms.
Yeah. Number 5, join a club. I kind of get that because it's like have interests, have a social circle, maybe.
Well, yeah, I agree. Right? I agree. I do.
It may not be.
Yeah,
a club in the club may mean different things to different people.
It could mean a golf club. It could mean a cigar club. It could mean a hobby club. Whatever. Yeah.
Number 6, engage in physical activity.
Didn't we already say that one? Like earlier, wasn't it kind of in there? Stay active, the body and the...
I guess keep your mind and body active.
So agree. Yeah.
Number 7, belong to a faith and practice it.
For the last 30 years, I would have said bullshit, right? 100% believe it. When you start thinking about the good in that faith that you have, whatever it is, it reminds you of how you want to live and how easy it is to be a good person.
Yeah, I think you could replace that even with belong to a good philosophy.
Yeah.
So, there's philosophies out there that you could look to as a foundation for the way you live your life.
Yeah.
Or like through meditation, you're more focusing on yourself.
Yes.
So that could mean more than just
I got you.
Religious.
Yeah. Totally.
Number 8, go out in nature. I think there's
1,000%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love nature.
Have you ever there was a period of my life where I didn't get out in nature a lot. And then I would go out on a boat or I would be back in the woods by a stream.
Yeah.
You just feel it in your body, just like.
I'm going to tell you, there's 2 places on earth that my body does something.
Yeah.
The ocean.
Yeah.
When I'm just
100% the ocean.
Yes. Number 1. And number 2, exactly what you just described. Like if I take a long walk, not that I ever really do it, I have done it, but down Gunpowder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get deep in it. You don't hear cars anymore. You don't hear people. You don't hear anything but your own footprints. And dude, one of my favorite things in the world to do is stop, sit down, literally close my eyes, sort of, and just listen to what the world really is.
Yeah.
without us in it.
Man, that goes deep down into our DNA,
It's-
man. We're a part of nature.
Think about this.
You know,
bro.
we're in this building right now. We're surrounded by wires and technology, and this is not really what we are. You know, we've separated ourselves from nature. And when you get back to that, something deep inside of you connects with that.
You know what it is, though? Think about this. Up until, I'll say, the hustle and bustle of a city was, I don't know, real hustle and bustle was 1,000 years ago, right? We started living big communities with loud streets and, chariots and all that shit, whatever. I know that goes back longer, but you know what I mean. That was one city.
Yeah.
The average human lived in complete silence.
Yeah.
Other than what they heard around them.
Right.
And I think I've always said this, and I will continue to say it. Living close together in large, huge swarms is not good for human beings. No other animal.
We're used to being in groups
really,
of probably no bigger than 50,
maybe.
25, 50 people, maybe in a village. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the point was I would think is like, let's say you grew up in a village, right? And way back, you got 30 people in the village. Well, first of all, you start growing within the village. So your kids meet that guy's kids and you arrange it, and great, you're going to have kids. And then that's why things started growing, obviously. But you just started going out, and that's why towns and villages are close together, but there was space.
Yeah.
There was space, dude. There was space, man. You got normally you'd have, say, 4 or 5 great grandparents in a village. Everybody else came from that. When you got down to about probably 3rd to 4th generation, a new town with all these some bitches that just went from that town, and maybe some people from this town went, and that's how it all grew. And then one day somebody was like, why don't we just quit moving and just make this bigger?
Yeah.
Not realizing that all these assholes were going to start.
Well, it all comes down to convenience, we
of course.
for conveniences. Nature, man, and even when you like see the stars, man, you go to a place where you can like really see the stars.
Imagine if the aliens come and they go, hey, by the way, you guys don't even have to worry about food anymore.
Right.
We're going to show you how to get your body good with
like
the
photosynthesis
sun.
Or something, man.
Bingo.
Yeah. That'd be wild, man. That would be wild.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2 more here.
What if we're the golden creatures of the universe?
Meaning what?
Like we're actually the most advanced as far as like we're supposed to be like the next generation of what aliens are.
We couldn't be, though, if they're coming to us, right?
Well, they're raising us. We're the infants
I
of
see
what
you're
will
saying.
be.
Right.
We're the first generations of the golden children.
I see what you're saying.
So 200 years from now, the human runs the universe. And I'll tell you this, even if that's not the case, we'll fuck it up and try to do it. I guarantee that. I guarantee it right now. I hope the aliens find this 200 years from now.
All right, 2 more here.
That little dude was smart.
Number 9 is build connections with colleagues outside of work.
Build connections with colleagues outside of work.
So the people you work with, get to know them outside of the workplace.
I agree and disagree. I'll tell you why. Like I could hang out with you 7 days a week, just sit around bullshitting,
Sure.
right? Anybody that works in the club, I could do that with. But like when I was at the radio station, it was fun to do the show. A couple times a year you get together just because that's classy and right, and you do want to have some fun with your coworkers. But we're different people. And sometimes you just don't have similar interests or
outside of the workplace.
Awkward.
Yeah.
It's like you get along great in what you do.
Sure.
That's what you do together. You're a team.
Of course.
But like, I'm sure David Beckham loved playing with Manchester United. But I bet he had a couple friends he liked golfing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that might just mean like you have conversations with them over lunch.
Yeah, I think that's that kind of stuff.
And I get to know that about your family. You
Right.
get to know about my family.
Good point. See, I always thought like I've never understood a workplace where you can't do that. Like in it.
Right.
Like, me and you, Matt, working in a factory, right? working all day. Here, hand me that bolt, I'll put it on. Hand me that bolt, I'll put it on. Hey, Matt, how many kids you got? You know, you just,
Right.
you know, but now it's like, oh, please do not fraternize. And man, go fuck. That's another thing. I hope the aliens show up and talk to the corporate people about all them dumb rules. Yeah, I do. I hope they come down and they go, listen, we got a whole bunch of really cool shit, but corporations, seriously, they can't talk. They get 30 minutes of break a day. Like, what are you doing?
I think the world's starting to change there, man. I think people these days are now demanding a much better work-life balance.
Without a doubt.
And it's, you know, making the corporation better, they know is not the first priority. And if they want the best out of people, they're going to have to give them family time and time.
And that gets confused, I think, in socialism, because that's a wonderful part of socialism is how you all kind of look out for each other, and you do get paid time off if you need this and that and whatever. And it's wonderful in philosophy. But there's dangerous sides to that too, because those things cost money, and we all know that. All I'm saying is I just think there's a happy medium, right? Do I think that a woman should have a substantial amount of time off after giving birth to a child? 100%.
Sure.
Do I think the dad should get some time off as well? Because it's a very traumatic and emotional thing for a man, and it fucks with him mentally because he's now guarding lives, right? So does he need 6 weeks though? Probably not.
No, but a little bonding time.
Little time, you know, a week or
yeah.
so where you're helping your wife, or a girlfriend or whoever, the girl you met, but you're going to do it anyway. Like whatever it is, like I think that stuff matters to human beings.
Absolutely.
You know?
Oh yeah.
We are not a creature where the father that night has to still get out of the cave and go kill things to eat. That's stupid.
No, and you got
any one person missing that day ruins the company. What a shitty company that is.
Right. And you got to understand when people have to go pick up their kid from school because they're sick, or you know, need a half day because they got to do something with the family, or whatever it might be. So I think people are understanding.
And
that.
I think people also have to understand this. I don't mean legally. I mean shit that just like accept is like what we all think.
Yeah.
I think group votes should count amongst the whole planet. Like, you know how we have elections in countries? I think we ought to have globe laws that we all vote on all over the world, shit like this. Like, say, I'm trying to think of like a weird that we all agree on, but some people like, nah, whatever. Like, okay, men getting off. There's some arguments say men shouldn't take any time off. They don't need it, right? Make sure everybody's good, go to work. Got ya. Other people say, oh my God, he needs just as much as the mother, right? That's the extreme arguments. Right? Nobody or 6 weeks. So I say, what if we just go and go like this? Hey, I think we can all agree that it's nice to be able to be with your child, newborn.
And help the mom out.
Right.
Sure.
And help the mother.
Yeah.
Right. And the whole planet gets to vote. And I say, whoever has the most hands up, that's what wins. That's how you become cohesive, where we all look around at each other and go, come on, bro, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I mean, she's not sick. The baby's wonderful. You bonding, but somebody's got to work for the house. You know, maybe even 2 weeks. I'll go with that. A lot of places give you 2 week vacation. That's another thing. 2 weeks vacation.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Right.
Out of 50, well, how many weeks in a year?
52.
50 weeks a year you work.
Yeah.
You get to take one off every 6 months.
Right.
I'll tell you what, when this company gets up and running, 2 weeks. I promise any employee, if you come work for us, I'm saying it, Matt, and you got to stick to it.
Well, look,
I'm going to give you 3 extra days. You get 2 weeks and then another 3 days.
I like it. Look, people, I think people right now, companies need to be more understanding with people.
Yeah.
Just regarding the time they want to spend with family, with friends, and outside of work. I think you're going to get a more productive human being. You know, this 8-hour work week is not something that's totally necessary. I think as long as somebody's getting their job done throughout the week, what do you care that they're in there working 8 hours? You know, and don't put somebody through a 12-hour day. And
no, I agree with that stuff.
Productivity and loyalty is going to come with being understanding and being more human.
Yeah.
All right, very last one here. Number 10, happiness expert, 10 things we can do to be happier today. Number 10, give back and be generous.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this. Been, all this stuff going on. It's got my mind going 80,000 places lately. You think, how people go, oh, you can't tell people what to charge for their product. You can't do that, right? Do you agree with that?
What do you mean charge for their product?
I invent a ball, and the ball cost me $2. But I decide this ball costs $1,000. And then it finds out one day, everybody needs this ball, Matt, for whatever reason. Everybody needs the ball, but everybody doesn't have $1,000. Am I wrong for going, I've been selling it for $1,000?
No, but I mean, that's capitalism. Some people may decide
are you
that they're not going to pay your $1,000 for the ball.
So even in a situation where everyone needed like survival needed this ball, and I go, luck of the draw. You think that's okay?
I don't think morally it's okay to do. I think that
you think that you could blame an entire people for rising up and just going and
I
taking
couldn't live with myself charging $1,000 for that ball.
Right. I couldn't live with myself charging anything for it if everyone needed it.
But
figure out a way to cover how to make it. It's yours.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
I ain't paying no more
I
bills.
believe in capitalism.
Yeah, I believe
that nobody should be able to tell people.
But is it unlimited? Is my question. Is capitalism completely unlimited?
I mean, it has its issues, of course, as with anything.
Is it time for that to be addressed so that we can go?
How the question is, what's the answer?
A cap. We use it in sports.
Who gets to decide that, though?
We do. We come up with a figure and we say, listen, we're going to let you be even stupid rich. Stupid. You can have $2 billion yours. And you can make money. Continue. But once you get to 2 billion, the rest goes back into the pot. So you're allowed to have 2 billion in your bank at all time. If you can generate money that keeps 2 billion in your bank, right? It goes back. I just say to yourself,
I think that sounds good, but it's simplistic in that, once you grow a giant business, say it is $2 billion, is that enough to continue growing? What if you want to grow it further? What if you need to grow it? What if you need to grow it further?
Need, right? So if it's need, why is there profit in it anyway? If it needs to get bigger for us.
If there's more demand for this product. Say it's something that people don't need.
Let other people make it.
I like it.
Let
Everybody
other people make it. Let them earn their $2 billion.
That's tough.
I get that it's tough.
I'd really have to think about.
Dude, if somebody said, Matt, here's the deal. You just invented this phone. And in 5 years, it's going to net you $2 billion. You will have $2 billion in the bank. But at the end of that 5 years, Matt, you got to give us the patent back, and we're going to give it to somebody else, and he can sell it. Would you do it?
Would I do it now? Absolutely.
Right. No, but what if they said
if I was
this,
a smart business guy who had a lot of money?
Yeah.
I don't know that I would do it.
Well, you wouldn't be doing this show if you were. Last part about
I
that,
might
though.
be doing the show, actually.
Let's back it up.
Yeah.
Right? Let's back it up. Let's go a little bit further back. Let's say I invented this phone, and once I made $2 billion, the rule is once I sell it and I get to $2 billion, anybody else can start selling it. I got my $2 billion. That was my investor dedication reward. So the point is this: should the human achievement have a limit to its reward?
I don't know. I mean, my first instinct says no.
No limit?
It says no limit.
Yeah. I mean,
but
I'm not saying which way I think. I'm just making
But
cases.
if it were me, and I would hope other people would live their lives this way, if somebody needed it, I would find a way to get it to everybody that needed it.
What if somebody was just smart enough to do this? Run on an idea of this. I'm not going to make you do it, but I think if you do get $2 billion, you should give the rest away.
Yeah.
Right? Or say it's 10 billion, because 2 billion ain't even that much. Say it's 50 billion.
Well, that's what Gary says right here.
What's he say?
He said 2 billion is nothing.
Yeah. Say it's 50 billion.
Maybe Gary will sponsor our podcast.
You realize in our lifetime,
Yeah.
there was At the beginning of America, I wonder how many millionaires there were in the world. Millionaires. Prior to that, humans had been alive, let's just say 10,000 years. There were few millionaires on Earth.
Yeah, but
since 250 years, we're going to see a man become a trillionaire.
Yeah.
Do the math.
But look, in all reality now, our billionaires of today are the millionaires of the past.
No way, not even close.
And our dollars have just lost value.
Not even close. There were nowhere near the amount of wealth amongst everyone than right now. It was always so much more lopsided, poor to rich. So many people now are what you really would call rich. And when you hear that whole thing about the 1% and all that crap, it is so true. Do you know what the average salary is around the world yearly?
Well, yeah, if you're comparing it to the world, I'm talking about the United States.
But the billionaires and all that are
Sure.
all over the world, and that's what controls the United States
Sure.
and China and everything. So, what do you think the average salary is around the world for a year?
I don't know, $30,000, $9,000.
$9,000.
Yeah,
That's what most humans live on. Just
yeah,
saying.
I believe it. Most people here are wealthy
My kids
compared to the world.
My kids asked me one time, they go, "Dad, you ever think you'll be a millionaire?" I went, "No." And they go, "Why?" I go, "I'd never let myself be." And they were like, looked at me like, "What?" I go, what am I going to do with that? Give it to you guys who are never going to earn it, never appreciate it. I would just give money away way before I got to that point.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind $500,000-600,000 a year, live nice, eat nice, but be nice.
Sure.
But if I'm generating 10 million, I guarantee you, I'm an idiot, dude. You know it. Look what I made all my life, gave it all away. I could care less about it. That's my problem. I couldn't care less about it. You know?
That's good though.
Is it?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap things up with this story here.
Yeah, man.
A business just apologized for hiring a fake Santa who killed his wife back in 2011.
That's a bad Santa.
Yeah.
I saw that movie.
The man had pleaded insanity and was released last year. Robert Selland, who killed his wife Carol Selland in 2011, was released from Western State Hospital under conditional release last year. I think he pleaded insanity. The victim's sister expressed her shock and pain when she saw he was Santa and said, "I couldn't imagine a child sitting on a murderer's lap. I wouldn't want that for my child."
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bad Santa is right, man.
That's bad Santa. That's worse Santa.
Yeah.
How do you get worse than that?
I don't know, man.
Hey, have you seen, it's a documentary called on Netflix, The Carmen Murders? Dude, it's crazy. It's okay. A woman and a son go out on a boat. The boat sinks. The autistic son, the mother and son who is autistic, he's found 7 days later floating. Right? The mother's never found.
What do you mean floating? He's in a boat, or
They went out on a boat. The boat sank. No, He was like on a life raft.
Wow.
He was on a life raft. Sorry. Yeah. And then he was found by the Coast Guard. I'm not going to go much further than this because I didn't see much further than this. I fell asleep watching it. He basically, the grandfather, the mother's father, was a very controlling kind of, but very wealthy man. So there's life insurance. The grandfather gets murdered, shot to death. The autistic kid was the last kid to see him. So now it's like these people are saying, all right, the last person to see the mother and the last person to see the grandfather, that was the life insurance money. It was like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And they're looking at this autistic kid like, what's up, dude?
Huh.
And that's where I'm at in the story. I have no idea where it goes. But dude.
That's compelling. Yeah.
Dude. And you got to watch it. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
What's it called again?
I believe it's the Carmen Murder Mystery.
All right, the Carmen Murder Mystery. All
yeah,
right,
it's CARMAN, like Carman.
All right,
Yeah.
got it.
All right, let's get into Matt's mute. Oh no, we got random facts.
Random Facts Friday today. Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
You want me to
Gotta
go
get
first? Or you want
Yeah,
to do one?
no. Go ahead. You go first.
All right. First random fact: deaf people are known to use sign language in their sleep.
Really? With
Yeah.
their hands?
Yeah. So there was a case study of a 71-year-old man with rapid eye movement disorder and a severe hearing impairment. Showed him using fluent sign language in his sleep. So researchers were able to get an idea of what he was dreaming about thanks to the signs he was doing in his sleep.
So they could read his dreams.
Yeah, he was sleep talking.
That's crazy, dude.
You imagine?
No.
Yeah.
All right. So today, because I was with my family all day yesterday, and we had such a great time.
Yeah.
And it made me think like who we are and where we came from, right?
Yeah.
And we're, Irish Italian. And most of my family truly embraced the more Italian side of it. I'm kind of more Irish, I'm learning, than.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just.
Obviously, your name sounds very Italian.
Yeah, but Mickey is as
Well,
Irish as it
well,
gets.
sure. Yeah.
Right? I have like the perfect Mickey Coachella.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so I'm just like looking at like some of my nieces are so, and my daughter, they're so Italian looking.
Mm-hmm.
And then like my brother and me, I'm not really Italian looking. I look like I could be Irish.
You're
You
right.
know what I mean?
You probably do look more. And now that you say
Definitely.
that.
Yeah. I definitely look more Irish than
Yeah.
Italian. But I'm learning more mentally, like some of the things. So I did 5 random facts about Irish Italian kids.
All right.
Okay. They come from 2 of the world's most expressive cultures. Both Irish and Italian families are known for storytelling, humor, passion, and emotion, which means Irish Italian people often grow up with big personalities and loud, lively family gatherings. Dude, is that unreal?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm an Italian
Irish
too.
Yeah.
Mainly. Yeah.
I think you remind me more Italian than
Yeah.
Irish, though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of Native American in me too.
Yeah, that's that Zen part of you.
Between the Native American and the Italian, I'm kind of darker skinned.
Yeah. Yeah, you're very olive.
Yeah. So before you're allowed to live or work in Antarctica, you must remove your wisdom teeth and appendix. Yeah,
Is the pressure different there or something?
No. So this is one of the most unusual health requirements in the world. You must remove your appendix and wisdom teeth, even if they're perfectly fine, which may sound extreme, but in a place where medical help is months away, it's considered a matter of survival. So a lot of the companies there will say, look, before you come down here, appendix is coming out and we're taking out your wisdom teeth.
How long does it take to get there?
To Antarctica?
Yeah.
In
an emergency situation, you think?
Oh, to get at it? Well, that's the thing too. I mean, I think planes only land there. It's not like an airport that runs every day.
Right. It's like once a month they come
maybe
bring
something
supplies.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. But I guess like what's the closest point of
well, wait, do you remember the YouTuber that we did a story? He flew in there.
And
I think he had to wait 6 months to get out of there. Something like that. Yeah.
No, not 6 months. Was it?
I don't know. Maybe it was 6 weeks.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Yeah. But it was a long time before you could get a plane.
You're next, number 2 for you. Or did I go first?
This is your number 2.
Did you do? What was your number 2?
It was Antarctica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Italian-American Irish Italian combinations. They usually get hit with jokes about food and drinking.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Italian side wants to feed you pasta and sauce. Irish side wants to hand you a beer and a toast. Irish Italian folks often joke they can cook a feast and outdrink half the room. I don't have the drinking gene.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't have that gene.
I got the eating gene.
I got the eating gene, and the loud and all that shit.
Right. Yeah.
Number 3 for you.
Number 3, all octopuses are orphans. And what that means is male octopuses die right after they mate, and female octopuses die right after their eggs hatch.
Really?
So
birth is death for octopus.
And then they're just on their own. Have you ever seen the documentary about the octopus?
I can't watch it. They freak me out. I know.
It is.
I've read so much about it.
Amazing.
I know.
But it was emotional.
Yeah.
And they're very intelligent creatures too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you the story about the octopus.
What if they're an alien?
Dude, they are very alien-like. So I think this was the Chicago aquarium. I could be totally wrong. Anyway, there was an aquarium somewhere in the U.S. where the people that worked at the aquarium couldn't figure out how these fish were disappearing out of a fish tank. These big fish,
Right.
And one night they got a look at the security camera, and this octopus would climb up the side of the tank, climb down the other side, walk across the thing, climb up the other tank where the fish were, grab a fish out, eat it, and then go back into his tank at night. This was on the security
No
film.
way.
They're very intelligent. Yeah, man. It's wild. Alien is right. They are very alien, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if they get here and like half the animals go, okay, we get a chance to talk now.
Right.
What the? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How
that'd be
funny
wild.
would that be?
I know.
What the has been going on with you people? Christ, we left you
We're
alone.
in charge now.
Yeah, we left you alone.
Yeah.
You had to come on us. All right. 3. Irish Italian families historically blended a lot in in major U.S. cities. Places like Boston, New York, Philly, Chicago, Baltimore saw large Irish Italian immigrant communities living close together. So Irish Italian marriages became really common during the early 1900s. You know,
Makes
part
sense.
that they left out of this that's very actually kind, but it's stupid because it should be a part of the story, is that both the Irish and the Italian immigrants were treated horribly here. They were looked down upon. They were peasants. They were scum. Dude, the Italians, the Irish literally were told, don't even apply.
Yeah.
Like, don't even come here. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Like, right? And the Italians were I don't even know what you would call them, the disposable labor of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they're in New Orleans, they're building a building, and like I forget how many men died because it just like fell on them, and everyone was Italian because the other people were like, it's too dangerous, and it's the only work the Italians could get. So they both started off from really hard, but they were dirt poor getting here. So it was just like, we were dirt poor over there. We'll figure it out here.
At least we can make something happen
and
here.
I think their poorness kind of gave them a respect for each other. They fought like hell in the beginning.
Yeah.
But they did respect each other. They stayed out of each other's ways. Like all the mobs was very little. I mean, there were some. Chicago had it, but Al Capone was very, very aggressive. Anyway, but like New York, Boston had 2 mobs.
Yeah.
And the Irish ran the south part, Italians ran the north part. And they did it for decades.
Yeah.
Decades.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, not a very pleasant people to come from as far as like stature on earth.
Yeah.
But honest, hardworking, real, you know,
for sure.
Came from nothing.
And all that mob stuff came from, protection.
Yeah.
They wanted to protect themselves.
Yep.
Yeah. So hot water freezes faster than cold water.
I knew that.
Did you know that?
Yes.
It's called the Mpemba
Yep.
effect.
Yep.
The theory behind it is that the molecules in hot water are more stretched out, which allows them to release energy faster and freeze quicker.
Wow, that is a cool.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
I would always crank the cold water when I was putting ice cubes in the tray.
No,
Hot water,
Yep.
man.
All right, here
Who
we go.
knew?
I don't even know how I know that. I think my grandmother did it, to be honest with you.
Let me ask you. So is it? I think I read this somewhere too. If you freeze hot water, the cubes are clear, but if you freeze cold water, you get kind of that cloudy,
That white cloud.
I think
That maybe because it freezes slower,
maybe
it crystallizes.
Yeah.
different. I think it's more of a flash freeze for the hot water.
Okay.
It like starts moving quicker. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not positive. Anyway, okay, Irish Italian, they tend to get both the Irish stubborn streak and the Italian passion streak. It's a running joke that the Irish bring the stubborn and Italians bring the dramatic. And the combination makes someone who is stubborn and dramatic, but loyal as hell.
Makes sense. It rings true.
Hold on. Let me do this properly. 1,000% true. I am stubborn, but I'm so passionate, and I am as loyal as they get.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I didn't have to be stubborn.
No, I feel that too, man. I feel that too.
But I think the stubborn is what brings the loyalty. Most people go, no, it's the passion. I don't think it is. I think it's that I've made my mind up that I love you, or that you're my dude, or you're my this is what I'm going to die for. And that's what we're doing.
Right.
That's stubborn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right. They would be
dude.
loyal to.
I'm going to be even in
what you
bad
decided.
Because if the word loyal is applied, it's only matters in hard times.
Yeah.
Whether it's hard times for you, where you could betray someone and make your life better, or you could betray someone and it would hurt them but help you. So you go, nope, I made my mind up. I'm too stubborn to go, nope, it would help me. I'm not doing it.
Right.
I think that's where it comes. And I think the passion is what makes me stick to that mentality.
That makes sense. That does make sense. It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah. I think I might become a philosopher.
I think you are a philosopher.
No, I think I got to figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
You know what show I want to do?
Yeah.
Once a month. I swear to God, I want to do this. I swear to God, Matt, you should do it with me. I've talked about it off air, but I want to get high and just talk for an hour and a half, but not live.
Yeah.
I want to record it because I don't trust myself.
We talked about this a long time ago where I would we play like kind of like, are you smarter than a sixth grader?
Yeah. Like, see, but I also want to be able to just go off on monologues, but actually realize that I am just high as fuck. I don't even know what I'm talking about. And then like, we'll do that for like 30 minutes. And then I think it would be hilarious to then review it in real time. You know what I mean? Like, dude, what were you talking about here? Or that was cool. Or just see how it goes.
Right.
Like an experiment, like an artistic experiment.
I think it would be fun
to just have stream of conscious live.
I think our idea before was to have you and somebody else do it and then have kids across from you guys. Maybe, I don't know if kids is a good idea.
I think the first one I want to do kind of like alone, and you just kind of interview me about things.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
I like it. Yeah.
Just to see where my mind really goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do that.
That'll be an interesting show.
It's like therapy in a way. Like that. What's them drugs them dudes take and they go in, they have all these weird thoughts.
Psilocybin.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't it be the same kind of thing if you just smoke and talk yourself
through
things?
Could be. Possibly.
Try it and see what people think.
Yeah.
The hell do I care?
Could go totally off the rails.
Yeah, no, there's things I won't talk about. Like I won't talk about other people. Like I won't talk about my kids. I won't talk about relationships. I'll talk about philosophical things that I think affect all those other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to make it like so personal that I'm using it as a way to get over something.
Now we'll get deep on some alien stuff.
Yeah, dude. Like, what's it really mean?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
You think it'd be fun?
Yeah, I would love it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Here's my last one. Identical twins don't have the same fingerprints. So you can't blame crimes on your twin.
I did know that.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, I did. Because I remember in the Menendez murder thing,
that was something they were. Yeah.
They were like, they don't have the same fingerprints, and the doctor was like, yeah, twins don't have.
And the reason is because your environmental factors during development in the womb, umbilical cord length, position in the womb, and the rate of finger growth affect your fingerprint.
Is that right?
So yeah, everybody
have you ever
has
thought
unique
to yourself,
fingerprints.
Have you ever thought to yourself, is this a code?
Yeah, I mean,
when they get here,
maybe,
and they scan
that's
all
your
of
ID.
Us, they know every one of our ancestors or something.
I wonder
who were the descendants of from the very beginning.
I mean, that's probably our DNA, though. You know, I mean, think about.
Yeah, you're right.
The DNA, the coding in the DNA, dude, man, is unbelievable. We'll get deep on DNA, man.
Dude, what number are we on? 5. Yeah. All right. Irish Italian people often inherit 2 strong traditions. What do you think they are?
Religion.
Yes.
And what is the other one?
Well, they're family, big family energy. So religion.
That's funny. I was going to say family.
Yeah,
I was like, no, it's not family.
Yeah, it is.
Is it family and religion?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's specifically Catholic.
Okay.
Catholic guilt.
Of course.
Is what it is.
Ah.
And it says, both cultures historically raised huge families, celebrated big holidays, and had strong Catholic roots. Many Irish Italian people joke they grew up with loud dinners, lots of cousins, guilt trips from both sides, and holiday food that should be illegal. It is so funny. Another thing, like, how if you're at somebody's house and two people get into an argument, or you think it's an argument and they're yelling at each other, and you're like, and it's somebody goes, dude, they're not even fighting.
That's the way they talk.
That's the way they talk. That's how I grew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, me and my brother, like, we actually agreed so much on so many things. It was weird when I think back on it. My brother was also very less concerned with a lot of things that I was always like, why is it like that? And he would always be like, who gives a shit? Like, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
I wish I had more of that. Anyway, I always think to myself, like, imagine, I forgot what I was just talking about, Matt.
You were talking about the way people communicate. They're not fighting. They're
so
that's the way they talk.
Yeah, like in my house, I would have said something like, I don't know, Taxi's the funniest show of all time. And my brother might go, are you out of your mind? Like, what are you thinking? How do you think that's funnier than Cheers? And I'm like, are you sick? Like, you just start yelling at each other.
That's like the passionate side.
Yeah, well, the great quote in this was, Italians don't really fight. They perform. It's dramatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah, yeah.
It's the hand gestures.
Right.
Very expressive. I mean, we came from Rome.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Never thought about that.
We are the Romans.
Very true.
But so many cultures were the Romans. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but Rome was really the Italians. That's what we ultimately became.
Yeah.
And then we screwed that all up, dude.
Of course.
Man, we had the best country in the whole world. We were the biggest country in the world.
It was the Roman Empire, man. Yeah.
You know why it fell, right? Greed, and greed. Sound familiar?
It does sound familiar. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't be greedy. That's the lesson of life.
It is,
That's why I'm saying a cap ain't a bad thing. It keeps us all even. Still plenty of separation. But, dude, come on, man. Come on.
It sounded a little socialist to me. That's all I'm going to say.
Because if you're paying us, listen, if you're paying us and we're saying, okay, you did it. You achieved the dream. That's the dream. The 2 billion, 10 billion, 50 billion. You made it, man. Way to go. I'm going to grind all the way to that 50 billion. But if I see a dude get 50 billion and then go, you know what? I see a chance to take advantage of people here and make another 30 billion. I go, man, you got to really kiss my ass.
I think maybe the approach isn't from regulation of how much people make and putting a cap on things. I think that the approach might be that we teach people how to be good people.
Well, yeah, I think that, but that comes in tandem, right? Doesn't it kind of? If you're telling someone, listen, that's the dream, and they want to achieve a dream. When you get the dream, you understand, you look back at everyone and you start rooting for them because you want everyone to live the dream with you. That teaches kindness. That implores kindness.
People have different motivations, I guess, for making money. And all I'm saying
it takes those motivations out. That's my whole point.
It takes internal work for somebody to get to that place where they're okay with
what they have.
Dude,
I'm there. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 kids. I have great friends. I have food. I have clothing.
Yeah.
I have somewhere to sleep at night. And I know people think I sound like some bullshit hippie. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of mindset. It doesn't mean I don't love awesome things. It doesn't mean I wouldn't love $1 million check.
Right.
It doesn't mean any of that. It just means, like, I appreciate the fact that I don't live in a hut, that I'm not on the street.
That you're not sick.
That I'm not sick. That none of that. I'm just so happy that the worst hasn't happened, because I know there is worse than where I'm at. I don't know. I got to get angrier, Matt. I got to do comedy tonight. Come on, are you kidding me?
Well, let's see what we can get you angry with in music here,
all right,
man.
let's do a quick one here. This is, oh my God, it's been a great show, man.
It has. We got a couple of quick music stories, and we'll get to it. Coffee Blonde.
I think helps these shows. We're sitting next to each other. Sincerely.
Yeah.
It's like it's a different feel for us.
Well, a lot of people don't know that when we're in the studio, we are not even across from each other.
No,
I'm on the
you're
other side of the room with the controls.
Here's me, what you see on the show. Matt is literally like this to me.
On the other side of the room.
On the other side of the room.
So this is very different.
Yeah.
When we do the show here. I do too. Yeah.
Music brought to us by Coffee Balam. Go to coffeebalam.com. Going to be an awesome time while you're there, and pick up some amazing coffee. 5 unbelievable flavors. It is brewed in Costa Rica, which of course is a blue zone. It's one of only 5 on earth, which means the dirt, the beans, the water, everything perfect. Beautiful. Nothing wrong with these areas. Incredible. So go to coffeebalam.com. Use the promo code Mickey Talks for 10% off your order.
Get your whole family a holiday gift from Coffee Balam.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You know what else they sell there besides the coffee itself?
What's that?
I'm gonna blanket on the name.
Brew it on.
The thing you brew it in.
It's so cool.
And they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Coffeebalam.com.
All right, let's start off with I got a list here of jobs that rock stars had before they were famous. So you know what Ozzy did before he became a rock star? Or before he, became a full-time musician?
I think I do and forgot, but go ahead, tell me.
He worked in a slaughterhouse.
I did. I knew it. Yep.
Think about that job.
I know, dude. I know. I did know it.
Cutting cow carcasses open. That was his gig.
Yep.
Chris Cornell from Soundgarden fame and
Starbucks.
No, he was a fish handler for a seafood company.
No kidding.
Where he had to wipe up slime and throw away fish guts.
Sounds awesome.
Now, this one's cool. Do you know what Lemmy Kilmister did for Motorhead?
He was a Nazi.
He was a roadie for Jimi Hendrix.
I did know that, actually. Yeah, I did. Yep. Did you ever see the documentary on him?
On Lemmy?
Yeah. When he's in the tank in the Nazi outfit, he owns it all. He owns a Nazi tank, a full Nazi general's uniform.
Yeah.
And he was in the tank going down and they're filming him. But he basically was like, I'm not a Nazi. It's just history.
Yeah.
It's just, can you imagine?
He likes to read about the history of stuff.
Yeah. But it was weird. But you should watch that documentary.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
How about Kurt Cobain from Nirvana? You know what's funny is there's a hint of what he did in the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. If you
I only remember them college kids in a gym.
Right.
Crazy.
If you think back, there's a dancing janitor.
Oh, he was a janitor?
And he was the janitor for the high school where they shot the video.
That's pretty cool nod to himself. That is.
Yep. Axl Rose, what do you think he did?
Wow. Oh, man. I don't know.
Axl was a manager at Tower Records.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and did you know this? Actually, I knew this. Did you? Debbie Harry from Blondie. Do you know what her gig was?
Wasn't she a waitress?
She was a Playboy bunny.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
But she was like at the New York City Playboy Club. I guess she was like I don't know what she was.
So they're
like
bunnies,
a cocktail girl.
Yeah, they were waitresses.
Yeah.
And they had to wear the bunny.
So
ears.
you were right.
Yeah,
they
had to wear bunny ears, and they wore it was like a one piece. Literally, I'm going to show you because it was actually crazy.
You're wearing one right now?
Yeah, no. So it was like whatever that women what's called where it's one piece like bathing suit.
Yeah.
But it's like cut real like this.
Onesie.
Yeah, and it came down low. Like a onesie sort of.
And then bunny ears.
And bunny ears and heels.
Yeah.
And they, and it was, and by the way, the Playboy clubs, Matt, we couldn't have gone, me and you.
No?
High end, dude.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was businessmen in there.
Yeah, we couldn't afford that.
No. You had to buy a membership and then pay a cover every time you went.
Yeah.
This was a real club. It was public. I mean, anybody could join, I think.
But high end.
Yeah, very high end.
What do you think Courtney Love did?
Stripper.
You got it, right? Yeah. Rob Zombie, you'll never get this. He was a production assistant on the set of Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I actually knew it.
Did you know that?
Yeah, because I'm a huge
I know it.
Pee-wee
I
fan.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
Oh, he worked for I have no idea.
He was a tattoo artist.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I don't like all the flack that dude gets.
I don't either. Are
you a fan, Limp Bizkit fan?
Yeah,
I am too.
It's funny because they were kind of like Nickelback back when they were out back in the day.
Then they got cool again.
And then they got cool again.
You know why?
Why?
Because the music held up.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
break stuff. I'm sorry, dude.
It's
break
just
stuff.
it's fun music. Let's not
Dude.
pretend this is like highbrow
No
music at all. It was just fun.
I hold them in the same regard as like a Kiss,
Yeah,
like AC/DC,
Sure.
in a way.
Right.
I'm not comparing them like that, but just what they were, man.
right.
Fun,
Yeah,
aggressive, sex,
you're right.
drugs,
Fun,
and rock
fun,
and roll.
and aggressive.
Yeah,
is,
I mean,
is really what
it
they
was
were.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today is Black Friday, Mick, and
Yeah.
right now you can go get yourself a pair of lugs, some Aussie lugs.
Wow.
Limited edition footwear. You got the Cypress 2 metal boot. You got a Bark at the Moon drifter boot. Blizzard of Oz canvas sneakers, all available at lugs.com. That's lugz.com. 60 to $90 for the Aussie fan in your life. Pretty cool looking boots.
They're not bad,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know that Sharon, Jack, and Ozzy had a show where Jack showed them videos of paranormal stuff, and Ozzy and Sharon reacted to it?
I did.
I didn't know, and I saw it last night for the
Yeah.
first time, like just channel surfing. Hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
But there was some wicked things on there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You ever see the light fall from the light onto the street and walk away?
No, I didn't see that.
I'll show you that when the show's over.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet you're going to want to play it on here
Yeah.
Monday or something.
Okay. All right.
All right, dude. Great job today. Thank you. You
All
got
right.
anything? Oh, do you got more?
We do.
I thought you were
we gotta
done.
go. We gotta go. We gotta
No,
go.
we don't. Nope.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
So staying with Ozzy here.
Yeah.
Former Black Sabbath manager Jim Simpson has announced his intention to release demo tapes from the pre-Sabbath days when the band was known as Earth.
Wow.
And I don't think Sharon is happy about that. She says, as you know, the band do not want these tapes released.
Oh, if the band doesn't want them released, then I don't release them, man.
Yeah.
Why would you insult a man's legacy like that?
No, it's
Money.
money.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. And I guess, why wouldn't he go to Sharon and say, hey, Sharon, look, I have these.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a jerk, but I got to survive.
Yeah. I don't know why the band wouldn't want to release them, though. You know, I mean, it's kind of
You don't
nostalgic.
know what's in it, dude.
I don't know.
They could be horrible. Imagine, imagine the first or second time a band jams.
I agree, but you're so big and well respected, and you are the godfathers of metal.
But they're also serious artists that
I
don't
get
see
it. I
themselves
get it, but that's
not good.
That's them.
But do you get it?
I know.
Would you want somebody to see your practice tapes of your hypnosis learning?
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I wouldn't want.
My first radio demos were awful.
Yeah, dude.
too,
I don't own.
you know,
Do you know I don't have one air check?
is that right? You don't have any recordings of you on the radio?
Nothing.
There's probably stuff floating around YouTube. I'm
Probably.
sure, but
I mean, but I
Yeah.
guarantee you, I bet you Scott has everything he ever did.
maybe.
I bet, and I'm not saying it as an insult.
Yeah.
Spiegel, I guarantee it has a record of his entire archives. Justin probably does. Kirk, I guarantee you, has a ton of stuff. I don't have one thing.
I have some stuff. I don't have I don't
one.
have like an extensive.
Let me say it
Thing.
again. Zero.
I wish I had some of my early stuff. It would be funny, actually.
Dude, I wish I had everything.
I sound like a little girl
Yeah,
on
I
the
would
radio.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't sound like a little girl, though. You
Eh.
sounded like an older girl because you had a raspy.
And I had a very Baltimore accent.
Oh, we
too.
all did, dude.
Yeah.
And mine's still, yours is way better than mine. I never cared. I didn't. I never cared. And you know what? I'm so proud of Stack.
You and I are different in that you were always a comedian first.
Yeah.
And for me in radio, I had it beat out of me by program directors all over the country.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Which is why radio is
They want
dead.
they wanted that neutral accent, you know?
Yeah, and that's why, I believe people go to me all the time. How did you go from not being on the radio and then 3.5 years later, you have the #1 morning show? Like radio people would say that to me.
Yeah.
And I went, because I sounded like everybody listening.
Yeah, it's endearing.
That's it.
It's endearing especially if you're from that area.
Of course.
You know?
And people Kurt said to me one time, it's like, dude, you're going to have to work on that accent, bro, if you want to go anywhere else. And I went like this. I don't want to go anywhere else then.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to change who I am
Yeah.
to succeed.
Right.
Same with comedy. People have said to me all the time, if you weren't so dirty or you weren't so this or you weren't so that, I go, that wouldn't be me. That's what is me. I don't know. I never understood, sometimes, guys that were so stubborn about their craft. But I get it now, man. And it's not about people go, oh my God, if you just didn't do this, you'd make millions. But then I wouldn't appreciate the millions. That's what always happened my whole life, was that I adjusted this, or I went, yeah, I can do radio and not cuss. And I did it, and I was successful, and I did make a lot of money, but I hated what I was doing sometimes because I didn't feel authentic. Because sometimes I wanted to say what I really thought, and I couldn't. You can't.
Yeah,
and it's frustrating.
You're right, though, and that was part of your success for sure, was that you weren't doing what everybody else was trying to do. You know, you were real on the radio.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I first got like personal on the radio, and like I kind of filled up, and I didn't care.
Yeah,
that's what happened, right? When we went off no, it was actually Jen was like, dude, you know, you were kind of crying. I'm like, yeah. She goes, I didn't know if you wanted me to go to song. I'm like, no, why? She's like, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody cry on the radio before. And I went, I literally go, am I going to get in trouble? And she goes, I don't know. And then the next day, Rick Strauss, because that's when we first started. I think it was Rick then.
Yeah.
Rick Strauss said, that was really compelling, Mickey. And the thing was,
because it was real.
It was real, dude.
Yeah.
And and I learned then. I'm like, yeah, just if you're honest and real, sometimes you got to lie. Sometimes you know it. You got to bullshit. You got to go, yeah, that's the right thing to do or whatever. And you're like, I wouldn't have done it. I'd have told that dude, go yourself. You know?
Yeah, or you got to put a happy face on when you're not really feeling
that part's
as happy.
Easy for me. I've been doing it for 57
me too, but I'm
years.
saying, you know, that's not really totally genuine either, to your point.
Yeah, it's not.
Right, sure.
I'll tell you this much, though. I guarantee you this, and I mean this from my heart. Every hand I've ever shaken, every hug I've ever gotten, every picture I've ever taken has meant more to me. I can't get my head around it. Like, why do you want your picture with me? Like, because the guys I would want pictures with, like, I mean, other than friends, like strangers, people.
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling you, to this day, if I walk in somewhere and someone goes, hey, Mickey, and I go, hey, man, they're just a fan. I'm like, hey, nice to meet. Like, I'm telling you, it just lifts you out of holes.
Yeah, you made a connection with that person.
Yeah, and it's,
you know,
it is really hard. It was really hard for me to understand how to like make something of that, like financially. And then one day I realized that's not the value of what that is. This is the value that is.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Man, thank you.
What you know, of course.
Yeah.
What you're able to create and leave people with.
Yeah.
You know, a legacy.
Yeah.
So, you know, Motley Crue announced another tour.
Yeah, I did hear this.
Nikki Sixx is saying that the fans are going to pick the songs on the tour. At least some of them anyway.
Yeah,
he says we can kind of pick and choose through what fans suggest, and salt and pepper our set with some deeper tracks. Because he's saying, you know, a lot of people didn't hear the first couple albums. A lot of people didn't get into it until Girls, Girls, Girls or Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah.
So they don't even know the real old stuff. But you're going to be able to pepper this whole tour with all your favorite deep tracks.
If you could pick one, what would you pick? Like a track where you go, oh yeah, dude, they got it. I would love to hear.
Man, I mean, there's probably a lot of stuff in the first two albums I could go through. There's a number of songs probably on those first two albums I could go through. Yeah. And pick out that I love. Red Hot.
I'm with you. Red Hot.
You know,
that was my first one.
Yeah. Live Wire.
But Live Wire's going to be on, right?
Probably.
Do you know after the movie Dirt, Live Wire became like quadrupled, like within a month, its downloads. Because if you remember, it's such a crucial part of the movie.
Yeah.
It's when Mick Mars joined Motley Crue and Vince Neil joined Motley Crue. And I don't know if that was the actual first song,
but that's the music that represented that in the documentary.
And the girl's face when they finished the song, and she literally goes, "Holy fuck!" Right? Because if you we're old enough to remember rock music before that.
Yeah.
Up until that point, it was getting heavier, and Priest was out, and Maiden, but that whoa, at that speed and that double bass drum, and then that vocal, it was like boom, boom, to a 13-year-old boy
for sure,
dude. I mean, that's the thing that I don't think Nikki Sixx ever gets enough credit for. As a songwriter, I think he held his hand on the pulse of a certain group of people that just see life for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tap into that raw sort of, here's the truth. You got great this, you're hot. This dude, I want to destroy you and get to her. I want to get in a band with that dude because he gets all the girl. Like, there's so much reality in it, even though it seemed silly.
Yeah.
I respect it. I think Nikki Sixx, I just don't think that type of music will ever get the due it deserves.
Yeah.
I don't because of how it looked.
The Crew fans, of course.
I'm a Crew fan, dude.
Yeah.
But you know, I became one way later. Dr. Feelgood.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm lying. I liked Smoking in the Boys' Room.
Yeah.
And I liked
probably Home Sweet Home, I'm guessing.
That was okay to me.
Yeah.
I love it now.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what it was. I liked the Girls, Girls, Girls and Wild Side. Those two songs, I was like, yeah, that's
right.
Kind of, but that's when that glammy thing was at its really starting to rev up.
For sure.
And I thought they did a great job because then Poison followed and Warrant and all that shit came right after that.
Yeah.
So, but when Dr. Feelgood came out, I think that was Motley Crue saying, all right, all you rest of you little bitch bands, just remember who Motley Crue is. And then Kickstart My Heart, dude. Come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on, dude.
Powerhouse song, man.
Oh, my God. And then Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And then you even go further down that album.
Don't Go Away, Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one, man. And Same Old Situation.
Same Old Situation.
I mean, that album to me, I know people like the Crew fans will always pick one or two as their first favorite.
Of course.
Dr. Feelgood is the best Motley Crue album.
It's a great album.
Made.
I'm not going to say it's not my favorite, but it's an incredible album.
Do you think
it's the one that rocketed them into superstardom?
And it's
their Black album from Metallica.
Okay, good. Yeah. It's their best album.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an incredible album. It's different. It's Bob Rock.
Dude. But Nikki wrote all of it.
Right. Right, but I'm saying it's his polish on it.
And I think
it's a radio album, of course.
Yeah,
but it's not that raw Motley Crue that I first heard.
I don't
those first two albums.
Do you put them in the same bubble as Poison?
No.
How about?
I mean, they're in that genre.
I don't think they
not
are.
Really. I don't think they. I think they're more of a rock and roll band than those bands are.
The only band from that era that I really think deserve to be compared with anyone is Guns N' Roses.
I was just going to say Guns N' Roses.
That Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue are the Beatles and Rolling Stones of the 80s.
Agreed.
I pick who you want at number one.
That kind of a rock genre.
Yeah,
they are.
I mean, you agree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to remember all this shit for the talk night. All right, buddy. Great show, man. Back Monday, and we have a guest Monday.
We do. We have a couple guests next week. Let me check on it here. You're going to be here tonight at HammerJokes.
Yeah.
And tickets available at the door for that while I'm looking?
Tickets available at the door. Go to HammerJokesComedy.com. Sorry, I was just checking tickets. Looking forward to seeing you guys coming out tonight. Thank you all. Looking forward to it.
So we Monday, Dave DeMarco.
Nice.
I'm sorry, it's not Dave DeMarco. It's Dave the Woodfella.
I'm
so sorry.
Is that Dave the Woodfella?
It's Dave the Woodfella.
Okay, the Woodfella.
He makes really incredible. He does incredible woodworking, obviously, but specifically instruments, drums.
The drum guy.
The drum guy.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
can't wait.
And then we got on Wednesday Johns Hopkins from Baltimore.
I love that dude.
And WIPR is going to be here, and it's going to be all kinds of talk about Baltimore history, I'm sure.
Awesome.
Super excited for both.
Definitely. We will see you guys in just a little while, which is Monday at 5. We love you. Thank you. Good night, everybody.